Hey friends, how are you tonight? I was just playing with a couple little things. Did you like that? Happy Thanksgiving banner. Yeah, I thought it worked. StreamYard offered it, and I thought, oh, we'll do that. So we'll try a little countdown. It gave me 2 seconds. Actually, it gave me about 30 seconds. How's everyone tonight? I don't know why. My lips seem dry right before I start, so I always have to put some chapstick on. I hope you all do have a happy Thanksgiving. My name's Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana. And we are doing mystery stamping, and we are on 105. Recipe number 105. I repeat them as we go along because, 105 is going to look totally different when spring products come out. So we might revisit 105 then. Right now, I'm doing it mine with some Christmas products. So, hello, Nancy. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving as well. Speaking of which, I will not be live on Thursday. I will not be live again until next Tuesday. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some family upstairs, so I want to get back to my daughter's home. I don't get to see my daughter very often, so I'm going to go ahead and add this way. Get to see the little Happy Thanksgiving in the background. All right. My granddaughter came down and was helping me craft for a while today. That was fun. She usually likes to play with the blending brushes, these things. But today I actually showed her how to stamp. So she was doing tap, 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 stamp, tap, tap. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So I have a picture or two I can share. I'll share that maybe tomorrow. I shared a lot today. Because today, Black Friday started at midnight, and it's like a lot of other Black Friday sales. If you don't get there early when the doors open, you miss some of the good stuff. So blends are still available, and I would recommend going through your blends and seeing if you need blends because they're usually not on sale. That being said, Black Friday and Cyber Monday has a prepaid paper pumpkin. Oh, I did it. Sale, if you're interested in that runs from the 1st through the 9th. So let's go ahead and get started. Gather these supplies. My cheat sheet behind that. All right. Cardstock A. I'm being very boring, or maybe it's very elegant tonight. I'm using basic black. Cardstock A is 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Cardstock B, elegant or boring. Excuse me. 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. It's white, yes. And DSP, we are going to see both sides of this. And I chose this from the Modern Christmas pack. There we go. So, and then white or vanilla or light, whatever you need for the inside of your card. And it is going to be in portrait. You will need your trimmer. So we're going to jump right into the trimmer. So this is my piece. I liked both sides. I'm going to have to make sure my trees stay upright. So that's why I didn't cut my paper that way, because it is going to be in portrait mode. Now I have a better trimmer than the other. So we are going to cut this on the diagonal twice. So you might need a Post-it note or a piece of paper. So we're going to line up this point and this point in the track. And then we're going to cut it. Now this is where it might be hard to keep it. So if you want to line it up and put a Post-it note or a piece of tape or whatever you got. I have this little Post-it note tape that my friend Marcy gave me on our trip to Vegas. We do roommate gifts sometimes. So I'm just going to put those two together just for cutting purposes and then line up this tip and this tip. and into the track and cut. So there is your piece all cut, and this Post-it note tape isn't quite as sticky as mine. That might be a good thing. All right. There are my pieces. All right, we're done with the trimmer. Now assemble your piece back together and just so you know how they go. And then you're going to take two and flip them. So like this one and this one could be flipped. See which one you like, which way you like it better. Do you like it better one way, or do you like it better the other way? But two of your pieces are going to show one side of your designer series paper and the other side, and there's going to be a space between them. So decide what you want to do and go for it. This is what I like, so this is what I'm going for. So once you've decided that, go ahead and set it aside briefly. Grab your cardstock B. Mine happens to be white. Like I said, I'm going for the elegant look. All right. So now we're going to glue the top piece and the bottom piece in place. Leave a little bit of a margin border, whatever you want to call it, but try to get your tips to match. And go ahead and glue those. All right. Now, before we do that, I've got a couple ridges. I need to fix my ridges, because if you hang out with me very often, you know that I have ridges that bother me. So, how is everyone else's day going? Weather-wise, we had snow last night. So we woke up to about, I don't know, 3 inches of snow. Snowed and the wind blew most of the night. So apparently winter is upon us, just in time for everyone to have to try to travel home. I would say this is empty. It might have been the one I had on my Vegas trip. We used quite a bit of it. So this one feels fullish. It's got the goober on the end of it, or the booger, whatever you want to call it. All right. So go ahead and glue the top and the bottom triangles on, leaving a bit of a border. Try to center it as best you can. When I got this pattern, this piece was bigger. And I made it, and I decided that piece of paper was way too big for what I ended up with. So I made some smaller measurements. So if you see this other places, and I will tell you one other place. Actually, no, you might see this another place from me even, but it will have these measurements on it. All right, so the top and the bottom triangles are in one place, are on. Now glue the two side panels, leaving a bit of a gap. Hi, Shirley. How are you this evening? Parts of North Dakota are shut down because of blizzard conditions. I heard that. My daughter came home from North Dakota, but she lives in Dickinson, so she made it safely. But one of her friends was trying to come home from Fargo, and I think she's on her way, but they closed the road behind her, so she was hoping to get home. But last we heard, things were going well for her. She was making it down the highway okay. But yeah, winter just kind of decided to make an appearance right in time for a holiday weekend. People in Montana and North Dakota are not surprised. Winter kind of has a way of doing what it wants to do for the holidays. Pulling this up a little bit because it's not quite where I want it. All right. And I'm sure weather in other places is just as bad. Always has its own little schedule to follow. It doesn't care that there's a big holiday and college students are trying to get home or whatever. My daughter is not a college student. She is actually a teacher. So she got the whole college thing out of the way and is a first grade teacher now. So once you have them down, they're ready to go. All right. So the next thing, yeah, I don't need my ribbon quite yet. The next thing, go ahead and fold and crease your card base. This piece is going on your card base, just like this. But if you want to add a ribbon or something, now would be a good time before you glue this down. And I am actually going to. This is this beautiful mesh, gold striped mesh ribbon. And it's on back order until I think February. So don't fall in love with this. If you need a little bit of it, let me know and I can send it your way. All right. Hi, Kimberly, Northern Indiana. We're talking about the weather. What's the weather like in Northern Indiana? Winter made an appearance here in North Dakota and Montana. And we're not excited about it. But it doesn't really care. I'm just using a little piece of tear and tape on the back to anchor my ribbon. And then, oh, I did have, you need a tag or a die. I forgot to get that one out. So I skipped over that part. I'm sorry. All right, so I want this to go across the middle. I'm going to go ahead and lay it across the middle. And then there. My fingers are sticking to the back. There. Perfect. All right. So if you haven't heard, Stampin' Up's having a Black Friday sale. And many things are gone, but there are still some good deals. There are still lots of good deals. So this is just going to get anchored on there. I got my ribbon on. You don't have to do ribbon. You can if you'd like, but you don't have to do ribbon. But I knew it would go with this paper, and I couldn't find it the other day when I wanted to use it. So it had fallen. So I wanted to use it today. All right. So we have, there we go. Kansas is supposed to get colder, according to Nancy, and maybe some rain. Indiana had rainy today, calling for snow this weekend, but just 1 to 3 inches. You can tell you're from the northern part of the United States if you're saying just 1 to 3 inches, no big deal. That's funny. Yeah, we had 1 to 3 inches last night. Actually, we had 3 inches last night, I'd say. Our puppy that had never really seen snow much she was funny to watch this morning. She didn't know what to think. She didn't think going outside in it was a good idea, but we didn't have any alternatives for bathrooms in the house, so she got booted out the door. All right, I need to find a die. Not really planning on using much of a die. Ooh. Oh, there we go. I found it. A little piece of vellum. That will work really well because I know I've showed these to you before. They are from the, oh, not that one. They're from the Christmas Words Collage dies, and they are a hybrid embossing folder. And I had some gold ones I thought I would use, but my vellum circle can be my tag. Awesome. Ooh, I'm excited. This is going to be a very elegant card. A lot more elegant than I thought it was going to be. All right, I'm going to use some of my black dimensionals. I don't use these very often, but I have on a couple of these projects. These dimensionals were on sale. I don't know if they're still available or not. They were on the Black Friday sale. I stayed up late last night and got my order in before I went to bed because I figured some things were going to go relatively quickly today as Black Friday sales go. I know there were some people that were quite upset, but if you've shopped at a Black Friday sale, that's just how they go. The early birds get what's offered, and sometimes there's not even enough to offered. But like I said, there's blends. And I have a paper trimmer that's not up to snuff. So I ordered myself a new paper trimmer because it's on sale too. All right. Did that. Yes, you can see it, but I'm going to pick a word. So you can stamp or you can use one of these. I do have a stamp set that I will use on the inside. I didn't buy as many Christmas stamp sets this year. So I don't know if I want to use Merry and Bright. So that's not going to cover up my dimensionals. I was thinking Happy Christmas, but Happy Christmas isn't really going to cover up my dimensionals either. I should have done this before. All right. Well, we might be doing something different or pulling off one of those dimensionals. That would not be hard. All right. I'll stick a little glue dot under there. There. Now I can do it whatever I want. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas sounds very British to me. How about you? Anybody else think Happy Christmas sounds very British? Oh, Kimberly bought a new trimmer and some blade refills before they sold out. Yeah, I got some blade refills, and Nancy did some stocking up on some blends. I saw a very interesting post about the blends. Somebody was weighing, I think it was a gal from out of the country, out of the United States. She was weighing her full ones, and they were so many grams, and her empty ones were so many grams. So she was weighing them all to see which ones were full and which ones weren't. I'll have to find that post, maybe, because that would be a quicker way to find out. I have a backlog because I think I stocked up another time. But I know I'm missing some of my more popular ones. Season's greetings. How's your card coming? I think I might do Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Although that's not going to fit if I keep it there. I'm going to have to strategically place it. 'Tis the season. We're going 'tis the season because it covers it. That's how you decide where you're putting your stuff. It's where it fits. All right. I am going to put a dimensional there. And there. Now I have 'tis the season all ready to go. These are fun. I've done them with two-tone cardstock. I did a video where you could see how to ink them. All kinds of stuff. But you get a whole bunch at one time. So 'tis the season. I'm gonna do some stuff down here. So I'm gonna grab the paper. This is where you just kind of go rogue and just decide how you're gonna do the rest of your card. So I'm gonna grab this piece. I did not buy this stamp set. I just bought the DSP. So which one would be the least invasive? This one. And some fussy cutting. Oh, Kim saw that post also. Yeah, I have to replace them. I know, I think a lot of the ink refills were spoken for already. And we also got to sign up for the Stampin' Up! Conference in Long Beach, if you're in the United States. They also offer it in, I think, Sydney, Australia, and Cologne, Germany are the 3 locations in our 3 markets that Stampin' Up! Sells in. So that was exciting. I got to sign up for that. I know I just got home from a conference, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And now I'm already planning on my next one. It's one of the perks of this gig is I get to travel on my dime. Stampin' Up! Doesn't pay for this. I get to travel and hang out with people that are like me. You know, that like-minded individuals that think crafting and hobbies like this are the way to go. So there we go. Almost done. Are you tired of me fussy cutting yet? Although you're working on your own cards. I do have a bonus card to share with you. If you are on my email list, which you can become a part of my email list anytime you want at craftwithcheryl.com, just go there and click on the sign up for my emails. I have a free tutorial in there each week or so. And this week was this tutorial. You just get the measurements for this video, but the tutorial with the card. And if you stay on till the end, I will show you that card that I did that tutorial with. So there's a little tree bundle. I think I'll have, how do I want to do that? One in and one out? Nope, I think I want it. That would be good. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I need a few more embellishments. My daughter and future daughter-in-law are upstairs, and I can hear them giggling, which is a great sign. I love to sit back and listen to my kids just have a little relaxing laugh. One's a first grade teacher and one's a kindergarten teacher, and I bet they're just up there just having a chuckle at some of the cute things their kids do. I know I used to do that when I taught. I taught second grade for 26 years. And then after that, after I retired, they called me back to do some fill-in positions. And I taught first grade a couple times. I taught junior high a couple times. Yeah, middle school. I had them all. Did some subbing in the high school. I just was all over the place after I retired. But it was good. All right. So my card is coming along. How is your card coming along? I need to find some gold embellishments of some kind. I got one box of the products that are a part of my mystery craft box. If you signed up for that, I got one box of products today. So I will start cutting and designing and working around the Thanksgiving holiday when my daughter will be around and when she won't be. I haven't seen her for probably for at least a month, which is unusual for us. We usually see each other more often than that. Sorry, I'm digging in my bucket. Trying to find something thought I had. But you know what? Sometimes you just go with what you got. All right. So these are the Pearls of Beauty. And where is my take your pick tool? I was thinking about using this color. Ooh, I like that color. What do you think on there? That kind of jazzes it up a bit, doesn't it? Oh, yeah, I like that. I was thinking about using that color too, but I really like this. It's almost like a taupe, kind of. I don't know what color it is. I usually try to do a triangle of sorts. All right. So there's the front of my card. It's very sparkly, so it's hard to see. So now the interior of my card, because I did have you come with a insert for the interior, and mine you're not going to be able to read on black. So I did grab a stamp set that I thought, and I've used it so many times. The stamp set I used I'm grabbing is the Jar of Joy. I love the May Your Heart Be Filled with Joy. So it works perfectly for this season, and it's been well used. It's the most used set or most used stamp in this set. So I want it to relax so I can pick it up. Oh, look at that. Where do you find your tape? Your Post-it note tape. All right, that is very crooked. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to line it up on a line and pick it up. Odds are in my favor if I do it that way. Let's see here. Kimberly likes fussy cutting. Oh, you have some team members attending? I possibly have one team member that I've heard from that may be attending, which would be my first team member ever attending. I'm excited, very excited. And let's see here. Thank you. Some of you are enjoying my card. I would love to see your cards. Please share them with me some way on my Facebook group, my page. Send it to me in an email. Cheryl at craftwithcheryl.com. Anyway, I would love to see your creativity. All right, so then this is going to go inside. We might let that dry and not flip it over. Ballpark where it's going to go. It's the inside of the card, so it doesn't need, a lot of glue. Oh, this was a little smaller than I thought. That's okay. Again, it's on the inside of the card, so I think it got cut a little short. My borders on the top and the bottom aren't the same, but that's okay. They're not the same as the side. It works. So there is this card. Now, if you didn't use this, you stamped on your die or did something with your die. But if you are a part of my emails and you opened it that I sent yesterday, the tutorial for this card was in there. So this is the card that I used that I made the tutorial for. Same recipe, different products. This one I used the arches and the traditions of Christmas paper. This one I used the modern Christmas paper and the dies. So very, very different, but the same pattern. Starting your card soon, and you have this bundle in DSP as your card. Oh, yay! I'm glad. I'm glad I have inspired you, because this is a very simple one. Like I said, this background piece was bigger when I saw this card, and it just didn't work for me. So I got the measurements so it worked for me. And now you have them too. If you subscribe to my email or you followed along tonight, either way works. So, not going to be live on Thursday, but I will be back on Tuesday next week. Hi, Anna. Thank you, Angie. Subscribe to my emails, craftwithcheryl.com, and you'll get bonus tutorials occasionally and other fun stuff. And go shop the Black Friday sale if you are interested. If you are a customer of mine, for every $50 that you spend, which I know is a lot, but go check out the last chance product list. There's some good stuff in there too. Anyway, if you spend $50, I'll send you 5 of my handmade cards. And for every $50, I'll send you, and this is for my team also. One of my team members, I have to send 25 cards to. I know, but that's all right. She's worth it. So anyhow, there you have it. Have a great night. Be sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and have a very, very, very happy Thanksgiving. Here, I can take this off and you can see the happy Thanksgiving. So thank you. I would love a thumbs up. And you can scan the QR code that's right over there for the craftwithcheryl.com, and it'll get you there. So have a great Thanksgiving, a wonderful time with family, or if you don't have family around, just stay in your craft room. Have a good night. Bye-bye.